LVT, VCT, linoleum, rubber, there are so many different types of floorings for designers to choose from. Although they might seem similar in nature, they actually all have their own unique benefits, properties, and applications. Today, I'm sitting down with an expert in this topic to talk to us more about resilient flooring, and hopefully you can be an expert on this topic too. Hello, my name is KLSY, and I'm the founder and creative director of KLSY, a full-service interior design firm specializing in commercial spaces for small and boutique-style businesses. Welcome back to our design video series, where we educate designers and clients about the nuances and all things commercial interior design. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and check out our website at klsy.design. There you can sign up for our email newsletter, where we release our designer cheat sheets for a lot of our 101 topic videos, just like this one, which are free printable PDFs for you as a designer to have on hand to easily reference while you're designing. The only way that you can receive those cheat sheets is to sign up for the email newsletter, so I will leave the details to that in the description box below. Today, we're talking resilient flooring 101, and lucky for us, we have Karen from Tarkett here to tell us more about it. Karen, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Karen, before we get into today's topic, tell me a little bit about Tarkett and your role here.
Tarkett is a global flooring manufacturer. We're one of the largest, and we offer a full spectrum of resilient and soft surface. We even have different divisions: hospitality, residential, and sports. So we really cover the whole gamut. We're very, very committed to sustainability. That's one of the things that we really focus on, and that's one of the reasons why I really love working for Tarkett.
I love that, and thank you so much for having us in your showroom. It is gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this orange room we're currently sitting in.
Love the color.
I am obsessed with this, and yeah, the rest of your showroom is absolutely beautiful. You guys make amazing products.
Thank you.
And I've been working with you guys for some time now. So.
Yes, we love working with you.
So, what is resilient flooring?
So resilient flooring is a material that's not quite hard. It's certainly not soft. Sometimes it's layered, sometimes it's homogeneous. There's a lot of different varieties. And depending upon what the application is, you would select it, your budget, your aesthetic that you're looking for, the durability, your price point. So there's a lot of different things that you consider when you're selecting any material, and certainly flooring is the same thing. And resilient flooring is becoming so popular today.
So it's not a hard surface like concrete or wood, and it's not a carpet. It's kind of like that in-between section.
That's right, that's right. And so we talked a little bit about VCT, LVT, linoleum, rubber, there's sheet vinyl, there's all different types of construction. It's really durable. It's made out of different materials.
Some would say.
It's resilient, absolutely. Definitely. Cleanable, recyclable. You know, it works very well in all commercial spaces. Healthcare education, it's used throughout. It's becoming more and more popular in offices. You know, people are using LVT throughout in some cases. The sky's the limit.
So let's go through the different types of resilient flooring. Let's start with VCT. What is VCT? What are some of its properties?
So VCT was like almost like the original resilient flooring. VCT has 15% binder in it, which is not a lot. The rest of it is basically filler. And so what you need is to put a lot of finish on it to make it so you're not walking on the actual material, you're walking on the finish. Sheet vinyl is could be heterogeneous. Or homogeneous. Homogeneous is where the material is all the same all the way through, and heterogeneous is very similar to LVT, where it's a layered product where you can get different visuals on it.
What are some other types of resilient flooring? You mentioned maybe LVT?
Yes, the LVT, that stands for luxury vinyl tile, and so this is a layered product. It's a beautiful product. Originally it was a lot of woods and stones, but people are getting a little bit tired of that, and so more progressive manufacturers are doing all kinds of things that look like textiles or abstracts and different types of designs that could be very innovative and exciting. So you have all that flexibility when you have the ability to do digital printing on the film of LVT, and then you have wear layers and coatings. So this is a scratch, scuff resistant, very durable. It's no wax, no polish.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, the difference between VCT and LVT is in its construction. The VCT is kind of like a mixture of things with a lot of filler, and the LVT is more of a layered product. So there's different layers on top of each other.
That's definitely a characteristic of it.
Amazing. And so what are some other differences in VCT and LVT. You mentioned that you have a little bit more flexibility with the LVT being able to print onto that top layer, but what about things like durability and cost?
So LVT has more binder in it also, generally, especially with Tarkett. It's more flexible. I always put in a little bit about sustainability. It's a very low VOC emissions. In fact, it's our material is, you won't be able to measure the VOC emissions because it's that low. It's the fastest growing flooring category, bare none. So VCT, you actually have to put 5 coats of wax on it. And what that means is also then you have to strip it. So there's a tremendous amount of chemistry and chemicals that are used. Where LVT, our LVT is no wax, no polish. And so that's what you want to do if possible is select a good manufacturer that is offering a quality product. Let's talk about linoleum. So linoleum is the most natural PVC-free resilient flooring available, and probably the most durable of the non-PVC materials or resilient flooring options that you have. And it's over, 100 years old. I mean, they used to use linoleum in the battleships.
And in my grandma's kitchen.
It's the harvest gold and
that
green.
Is still there.
Oh, yes. So it really does last a long time. And, we always try to encourage people to stay with linoleum if they want PVC free because it's very durable, it's very affordable.
So linoleum is a natural product.
It is. It has wood, cork, linseed oil, cradle to cradle, certified, actually carbon negative. There's so many wonderful things that I could say about linoleum, and it lasts a really long time.
I'm going to stop hating on people that have linoleum kitchens now because linoleum actually sounds like the best option.
It is really good. So you can also consider using rubber flooring. Rubber flooring is a wonderful material. It's sound absorbing, it's slip resistant, it needs no wax or polish. It's the most durable resilient flooring out there. And a lot of clients love it because it has a lot of underfoot comfort. And so, for instance, in healthcare where people are on their feet all the time, so if you have, all of this underfoot comfort, it gives people a lot more productivity. It assists them in their experience of the space. And it's a low maintenance product. It's a little bit more expensive than the others. And you have to really look at what your first investment is and what the maintenance is going to cost and what your return on investment is and how much productivity it adds to your human capital, which is the most important thing, the human beings in the space. So I just wanted to mention, because we have something called Power Bond, and this is a product that's actually been around for over 50 years. What it is sheet vinyl that you have carpet tufted on top of the sheet vinyl. It's 6 foot wide. You weld the seams. It's impervious to moisture. So it has all of the characteristics of vinyl, but it has the fuzzy side up. So it's got that warmth, and it's very inviting, and it's very comfortable, sound absorbing, but it really functions and acts like a resilient flooring. So I just wanted to mention that because it's very unique. It's a very unique product.
So you said it has a fuzzy side up, so it's like a soft top?
So it looks like carpet, but it behaves like resilient because it's tufted on a moisture barrier cushion. So it's one of the most unique products out there, and it lasts so long, and it adds to the experience of the space through acoustics, comfort, and ease of maintenance, and it's wonderful.
That's very interesting. Why is it so important that designers need to be knowledgeable in resilient flooring?
Well, designers need to be knowledgeable about everything. I mean, designers or architects are always thinking about what we're putting into the space, what emissions are coming off, if it's acoustic, if it's cleanable. I mean, what is the priority for the client? What's going to serve the client best? And so we always try to think about what the experience of the person is going to be that's inhabiting the space and what's best for them.
It's not just about selecting the material that you need for the application. It's about, is this going to affect the humans? Is it going to affect the environment? Is it right for our budget? All of these things, every specification, every design decision that you make needs to be a holistic one. So
we like to talk about designing products for human beings, human conscious design. And so I think that term is used a lot, but it really is true when we think about the designs and how it's going to affect people, whether it's calming or invigorating in some ways through color and design. You're always thinking about what choices you're offering the designer to create spaces that are going to enhance the experience of the humans, really.
I want to touch on a couple applications, a couple examples, I guess I should say. Could you just give us a couple of examples of how a designer could use each of the products you had mentioned? Like, what would be the best application for each of those?
VCT is the entry-level material, and people really are just putting it in like storage areas, even, you know, if they are using it at all. A lot of K through 12 public schools still use VCT. And so what we're trying to do is get them to understand that 80% of the cost is really in the maintenance. So we're trying to educate them to use no wax, no polish materials, better materials that are going to last longer, that don't need as much chemicals, and are better for the environment. LVT, as I said before, that is the fastest growing category. It could be used in every segment, really, corporate, healthcare, education. That's really universally used.
So you can kind of find one that fits into your project needs, into your budget, if you want to go a little bit, you know, more luxury in the luxury.
Oh, for the luxury.
For, you know, higher ticket areas or like lobbies, and then maybe you can go a little bit lower in cost for a general flooring for like an office space.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What about rubber?
So rubber is used a lot in the sports segment. It's also used in stairwells all the time. So rubber can be expensive, but it's very, very slip resistant, sound absorbing. It's got a high coefficient of friction. It can also be used in healthcare and education.
So anywhere where you're willing to spend a little bit more and you really want that extra give in the floor, or you want that extra slip resistance.
Yes, absolutely.
And linoleum.
So linoleum actually
Besides
is
in the
used
50s.
in the 50s in your grandma's
We're
kitchen.
bringing it back.
Absolutely. So it's used a lot more in Europe, I have to say, but it really ebbs and flows as far as its popularity. It's used a lot in education. It's used somewhat in healthcare as well, but a lot of education, I find that's the most popular use for it. A lot of times the sheet vinyl is used in healthcare applications. Sometimes it's required. You can flash COVID up the wall, and it could be great for infection control. You weld the seams.
So this is kind of my last question,
Okay.
but I understand that you're really passionate about sustainability. You mentioned it a little bit.
I did.
Talk some cradle to cradle.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how sustainability relates to both resilient flooring and what Tarkett does?
Yes, definitely. I mean, sustainability is in our DNA. That's what we move towards all the time. It's something that is very important to our community, to our designers, to our end users, and we think that all flooring could be sustainable. But the most important thing with sustainability, as I see it, is the indoor air quality, because that's what humans are very much exposed to. We're breathing in the air. It's got to be clean. If we're not breathing in clean air, that could be, a health issue.
People don't even notice half the time because you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something that, you would feel the effects afterwards. People get sick building syndrome and
Absolutely.
The air quality is poor, but it's not something that you can see. So a lot of people overlook that aspect.
Absolutely. We actually have certifications of many different types. One of them is an asthma and allergy certification, and several of our vinyl materials have that certification. It's a very difficult certification to get because it takes in the adhesive, the ingredients of the material, the maintenance. It's such an important thing. So that really, it speaks directly to indoor air quality. And we just got a certification for our PowerBond RS, which has the adhesive already on the material. And that's the first and only carpet hybrid resilient material that actually has a asthma and allergy certification. So
That's awesome.
we're really excited about that. Thank you.
So if someone wanted to learn a little bit more about Tarkett, or they wanted to find their local rep, how can they do that?
So our website is great. You can reach it at tarkett.com. And if you want to find a rep, there's a button there, find your rep, and you will. And so it's also very informative. You'll see everything that we have to offer as far as product and our philosophy and sustainability. And please come and visit us.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much
My
for your time and your energy into doing this. And thank you again for lending us your gorgeous showroom. I'm still obsessed with this room. I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna
Me
move in
too.
here.
I love this.
And so you don't miss another collaboration video like this, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram. Also, if you want access to those designer cheat sheets, be sure to sign up for our email newsletter. I will leave the link in the description box to do that, or you can visit our website at klsy.design to find out more about what we do. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.